Ice Fishing 101, we covered some of the basics of getting started in ice fishing. Today, some of the best sticks on the ice take us to the next step.
Oh, Ryan Hale's an awesome guide. Just no way to describe him. Awful good guy.
Dave Feldhafer and Don Cox are two good friends of mine. You couldn't meet two better guys on the ice or in life in general. They're so far advanced in their angling skills, but they will help anybody on the ice, in a seminar, in a store. They help everybody.
What I love about ice fishing is it's so precise. There's so many things that vary from every day, from hour to hour.
I think it boils down to that challenge, pitting yourself against some wary fish.
The first thing we want to do, of course, is make sure we have safe ice. General rule of thumb is 3 or 4 inches is safe for one individual. During the first ice period, a lot of times we won't have snow on that ice, so a good pair of ice cleats is a must. I've seen many individuals fall on the ice, break elbows, crack their heads, get knocked out. So always try to wear ice cleats when you have no snow on the ice.
To just save us from breaking our nose. During first ice, there's usually not as much ice. You're not going through 30 inches to cut a hole, so we use a hand auger a lot. Besides that, you're not burning fuel. It's really efficient, a lot lighter. We're fishing in a Fish Trap Pro made by Clam that keeps the wind off today. It's really nice. You can just flip it over. It's real mobile. You just flip the trap over, and you're fishing. Whenever you need to move, you unflip it. You're packing to the next hole and fishing again instead of having to tear down and set up every time. There's a fish. Come here, little fishy. Oh, that's a nice bluegill there. He's a brute. Look at that.
Look at that.
Woohoo! In the last 10 years, it's unbelievable the amount of change there's been in even ice rods. Going back from like a schoolie reel, and just a lot of people, including myself, used to make our own rods because we couldn't find the action or the backbone of a rod that we wanted with a fast tip, and then have enough backbone to land a fish. Generally, the rods that I like have a fairly forgiving end. I still like a little strength in the end for the way, just to work my jig, but then I still like the backbone to be able to land a large fish. On 3-pound test, I've landed an 11-pound catfish in 40 foot of water just due to the rod and a good reel. You need a very good reel that has a great drag. I like to bounce that jig, giving it action. It's I'd call it a dance, is what I call it, where it's sometimes you just barely having that tail flip.
And with the modern day fishing, it's more of an active type of fishing. We tend to, I guess I call it running and gunning. We stay in a hole for maybe 5 minutes or so, and if there's no action going on, we move on. Vexilar is really, for me, it's an essential part of the angling. I can hardly fish without it.
That solid red is your bottom at 8 foot. You can actually see some fish down here right on the bottom.
There's one.
Catch and release matters even when we're ice fishing, and even when we're just after panfish. Keep a mess of mid-sized fish, turning those big boys back for brood stock.
And I could, for example, on that one, I saw him come in, and he had the green indicates that he's on the outside margin, and as he gets closer, it goes from that to orange to red. And when they're red, you know they're right on your lure.
To take the next step as an ice angler, what you need is a good rod and reel,
a nice assortment of jigs, and then a good quality flasher such as a Vexilar.
so that you know what's going on underneath the ice.
And then you do need to get a good portable shelter like the fish traps.
That and plenty of time on the water, and you'll be on your way to catching more and bigger fish.
Catching bluegills through the ice. This is a good fish. Nice bluegill. Wow. Another nice bluegill.